If every country is in debt, who do they owe? Okay, real quick. If America owes over $38 trillion, Japan owes trillions, China owes trillions, and Europe owes trillions, then who the hell is everyone borrowing from? Seriously, if almost every country on Earth is in debt, who's sitting on the other side of the table collecting all that money? And no, the answer isn't one secret billionaire. It's not simply China. And it's definitely not some guy hiding in a vault full of cash. Here's where it gets weird. A huge amount of America's debt is actually owned by Americans. Banks buy government bonds. Pension funds buy them. Investment funds buy them. Even the Federal Reserve can hold them. So when the U.S. government pays interest on its debt, some of that money can eventually flow right back into the American financial system. But wait, it gets even crazier. Japan owns American debt. America owns foreign assets. European institutions invest across the world, and governments everywhere hold other countries' debt as investments and reserves. So the global economy is basically one massive chain of I owe us. Country A owes country B. Country B owes country C. And country C may be investing in country A. Yeah. The entire planet is kind of passing promises around. But here's the part most people completely miss. Governments usually don't plan to pay off every dollar of debt. Instead, they often borrow new money to refinance the old debt. Sounds insane, right? But government debt isn't treated like your personal loan. A U.S. Treasury bond, for example, is considered one of the most important assets in the global financial system. Banks hold it. Pension funds hold it. Investors trade it. So if every government suddenly paid off all its debt, the world wouldn't simply celebrate. The financial system would lose trillions of dollars worth of assets it depends on. And that's when you realize maybe the modern economy isn't built to eliminate debt. Maybe it's built to keep the debt moving. But here's the question that gets really uncomfortable. Who actually owns America's debt? Because the answer is much more complicated than China owns America. And once you see the real numbers, you'll understand why that story is so misleading. Part 2 breaks down exactly who owns America's $38 trillion debt. And the answer might surprise you. And if you want the full picture, don't just watch one random part and bounce. Follow Finance Myst, because every part of this story connects. And trust me, you'll want to see what happened before this and what comes after.